Just when you thought the royal saga couldn't get any more captivating, along comes Meghan Markle with a tale that's ramping up the drama meter. Apparently Prince Harry, the royal family's resident rebel, hit the inheritance jackpot, leaving his brother William miles behind, or so Meghan's camp would have you believe. But as with all things Sussex, the truth seems as elusive as a straight answer in a politician's debate. Let's set the record straight. The PR machine went into overdrive, spinning a yarn that Harry was the favoured grandchild, pocketing a larger chunk of the Queen Mother's estate. Sounds juicy, right? Except the palace was quick to cry foul, declaring the whole inheritance story as fictional as Harry's claim to privacy. So what's the real deal? The Queen Mother, bless her, departed this mortal coil back in 2002, leaving behind a rumoured stash worth a cool £70 million. Savvy enough to set aside a good chunk in a trust fund for the great-grandkids, she ensured they wouldn't be caught short. Rumour has it that Harry, unburdened by future kings' responsibilities like William, received the lion's share, but here's where things get murky. The palace intervened, stating that the inheritance saga is as tightly guarded as the crown jewels, with sealed documents and lips tighter than Meghan's grip on the American media. Meghan's mouthpieces might as well have been spinning fairy tales for all the solid proof they have. Back in the day, The Guardian got all investigative, prompting Buckingham Palace to spill some beans on the Queen Mother's will. Sort of. They admitted that she paid not a penny in inheritance tax thanks to a cosy deal they have with the government. As for her stash, it was more in the ballpark of £19 million, not the £70 million Meghan's bedtime stories suggested. With heirs lining up like customers at a royal fire sale, Harry's windfall was probably closer to £1 million than a megabook jackpot. But wait, there's more. The Queen Mother, the original royal influencer, lived a lifestyle that would make Marie Antoinette blush. By the end, she was in the red for over £7 million. So if Harry was counting on a windfall, he might want to check under the sofa cushions at Frogmore Cottage. In the grand scheme of royal finances, Harry's so-called jackpot is just pocket change. Hardly the fortune Meghan's fairy godmothers whispered about in the dead of the night. As for being the favourite grandchild in the royal family, favouritism is as fleeting as Meghan's commitment to royal duties. According to a new report, Harry could become further estranged from the royal family. King Charles may cut the Duke of Sussex out of the will. There are reports emerging that the king's already fighting with cancer, so he could be preparing for when his time on the throne comes to an end. That would reportedly be in the form of a will, which is a legal document. The monarch couldn't even put his estranged son Harry on the paper. Even the Duke travelled to the UK last month, following his father's cancer diagnosis. While commentator and author Tom Quinn, in conversation with The Mirror, also shared his thoughts about the palace's approach, stating, "The royals don't regret slimming down the monarchy as streamlined royal family resonates positively with the public. They're perceived to be managing despite their challenges. It's all about who's going to be in and who's going to be out, and Harry is definitely out. But he still doesn't completely get it. He's like a naughty boy who always thinks he'll ultimately be forgiven."